Welcome to Wisdom at the Well. I am out at Land's End. I am about as far west as I can go. There's the Land's End Hotel. And as you can tell, it is another stunning, stunning day down here. I also just want to say today is day 59 of my 108-day commitment to create and communicate. Most Sundays, every other Sunday or so, I get together with my friend, my dear friend Helen. And it's just one of the beautiful count-onables in my life. And I just really appreciate our time together, our conversations, and that we both make an effort and an intention to get together. So Helen is my English friend who I know from Colorado, and she moved down to Penzance a year or two before I did, and now lives a little further east, and we get together in the middle. So today we gathered at Praa Sands. So Praa is P-R-A-A, or as they say over here, P-R-A-A Sands. And we just had a glorious lunch, and as I was coming back over to where I live, I just got a very clear impulse to come to Land's End to make this video for you. So there we are. Stunning, eh? As I was driving out here, I was remembering when I walked the Camino. And while we didn't walk all the way to Finisterre, translated into the end of the land, up in Galicia in northwestern Spain, we drove out there, and I remember sitting out at the very edge of the land out there and getting as close as I could to my family, and especially to my daughter, who was going to be coming over in a few days to join me in Spain. And we had a 2 or 3 week journey together, traveling from Spain up through France and into England. And that was actually the first time I was to return to England in 27 years. And that is actually a big part of why I'm even here and living here today, is that when I stepped off the train, the Channel train from Paris, and arrived in England, I felt and I heard very distinctly, as I literally was stepping off the train onto the concrete, I'm home. I'm home. I remember kind of looking around going like, where was that voice from? But it was very clear and very distinct. And here I am, home in Cornwall. So it's good. It's good to be here. It's good to be out here at Land's End. There's barely a breeze today. And I remember coming out here with my dog Rupert when we first moved here at the end of December 23. And then coming out with him a few months later when it was near his end, and bringing him out here too, so he could be as close to his family and his peeps back in America as well. I know it doesn't really make any logical sense, like we still got this huge ocean between Land's End and the land of America, but there's something about, I don't know, wanting to be as close as possible. I'm definitely feeling far away right now, and sometimes it's just really nice to come out here. You know, it's interesting because growing up, the Atlantic Ocean was the huge void between us living in America and the rest of our family being over here in England. And it always felt so big and actually insurmountable. Yes, of course, we could fly back, and we did, but this ocean creates two different worlds, and that's always been the thing for me growing up, is being so English, being so Cornish, and yet also realizing being so American. as well. I can't change my accent. It's dialed in now, this American accent of mine, and so over here I may have an incredibly Cornish surname, last name, but I'm still very American as well. So how to integrate and weave and bridge the worlds together so that I can be here and I can be in the US and I can be in the US and I can be here, both and. Living in the ampersand, creating in, from, and as the ampersand. Yeah, that's the question for today, is what energy, space, and consciousness do I need to be to create that as my reality, to create that as a possibility for myself? Enjoy these incredible, gorgeous views, the sun, the sky, the sea, the land. Yeah. Until tomorrow.